Go and see who is that. Is it cleaner? Is it cleaner? It's okay. Leave it. Leave it. Oh, yeah, push it again. All right. Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are all doing all right. It's been a while. It's been a little bit while since on Sunday. Thank you for joining me this morning. If you're joining me for the first time, please do me a favor by subscribing to the channel, put on your notification bell, and as well comment where you're watching me from. And if you can hear my voice clear, please say yes in the comment section. Please say yes in the comment section. Thank you. Chichi, go and bring that internet. Remove it from the switch. Bring both the charger and everything. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Please comment where you're watching from. Comment where you're watching from, please. Uh, uh, comment where you're watching from. Close the door. Alex Flood, you're welcome. GP Keano, thank you very much. Mr. Gay Beast, please comment where you're watching from. Comment where you're watching from. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please. Thank you very much. Keep coming in. Eledumare, blessing with money, oh, baby. Oh. Starboy, bless me with money. Oh. Eledumare, bless me with money, oh, baby. Oh. Starboy, oh, bless me with money, oh, baby. Oh, yeah, soko, soko. Oh, yeah, soko, soko, soko. Guys, keep coming, guys. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. If you can hear me clearly, please say yes in the comment section, please. Say yes in the comment section if you can hear me clearly. Say yes in the comment section. Keep coming, guys. Keep coming. Thank you very much for joining me here this morning. Welcome back again to my channel. For those of you that are joining me for the first time here, first of all, I just want to use this opportunity to appreciate you for joining me here, spending your time with me. Time is something that is very, very precious. So if you bring out your time to join me on my live stream, I would definitely have to appreciate it. I would definitely have to appreciate it. So if you're joining me for the first time here, you're seeing my video for the first time, do me a favor by subscribing to my channel, put on your notification bell, and as well comment where you are watching me from. Don't forget, the super chat is active, the sticker is active, the gift and everything, and as well gift and everything. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you. God bless you. Well, I'm not going to be talking much here today anyway. Please, I need more people on the live stream here. Please comment where you're watching from, please. Comment where you're watching from. Thank you very much for joining, guys. Keep coming now. Keep coming, keep coming. We have very important discussion this morning. Keep coming. Don't forget the super chat is active. Thank you very much. God bless you. Keep coming, guys. Very, very important discussion. Very, 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 very. Keep coming, guys. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Well, most of you will be asking, who is that man on my background? Most of you may not know him. He is Ibrahim Traore, the current president of Burkina Faso. Atonga, thank you very much for joining me here. God bless you from Lagos. Thank you very much for joining. God bless you. Please share the broadcast so we can get a wider audience, please. I need more of African youths here. Very important, because I'm going to pass on very important message here. And as well, using this opportunity to sensitize our youth on the importance of holding leaders accountable, not just only holding leaders accountable, doing the right and lending your voice when it is needed. It's not just only sitting on the fence waiting for the change that we desire. The change that we desire, it is now. You can feel the wind of revolution across Africa. You can agree with me that there's a wind of revolution across Africa. It is currently happening in Angola as of yesterday. It's happened in Kenya and happened also in Togo a few weeks ago. And it's happening across Africa gradually, gradually. The people that are getting to understand that it is time for us to wake up to reclaim our country back, our continent back from the scavengers and the criminals in power. Sincerely speaking, I'm not going to mix word here. Like I said, you might be asking what my channel is all about. My channel is all about politics, sensitizing our people on the importance about the importance of holding leaders accountable. Number two, and sensitizing our people as well, lending our voices when it is needed. So I'm not here for content. I'm not a content creator. Number one. Number two, I'm not here to entertain you. For those of you, most of these people that from Asian countries, now because of most of the comment that I see here, most of the funny comment that I see on my comment section is from these our brothers from Asia. They think that we're here for content. We're not here for content. We're not here for entertainment. We're not here to make you laugh. We're here to spill the truth the way it's supposed to be, because they said enough is enough. It is time for us to start holding leaders accountable and start speaking up when it is needed. And now it is definitely needed. I'm a Nigerian that lives in the Gambia. I've been living in the Gambia for the past 15 years. So I know every nook and cranny of Africa, most especially West Africa. So if whatever that comes out of my mouth about West Africa, it is 101% truth if you go and verify. So all I'm saying here is that enough is enough. West Africa is a blessed, region in Africa. We are so blessed, but we are being divided by the colonial masters and headed by these African puppets they call leaders. that have aided them to divide us, and you know, and discriminate we keep discriminating ourselves, seeing ourselves differently, which is not supposed to be like that. We're supposed to love and embrace ourselves. But the division that's going on in Africa today is for their own benefit, because they knows very well that when we unite together, embrace ourselves, cherish ourselves, and love ourselves, definitely is going to affect their economy and as well affect their mode of exploitation in Africa. So that is why we need peace now in Africa more than anything else. We need unity in Africa more than anything else. So that is why we are here this morning, to sensitize our people about the importance of unifying ourselves, coming together as one, loving ourselves, showing ourselves love, and as well, embracing ourselves, speaking up with one voice and demanding for the right leaders that we desire. Just like what happened in Senegal. Let me tell you a story about Senegal. Senegal is a country that was being colonized by French government for a very long time, and later they had their independence. According to what they said there was independence in Senegal. For me, if you go through my page, both on my Facebook page, Humble Honorable, both on my Twitter, both on my Instagram, and my what's it called, YouTube, you can never find anywhere where I'm celebrating independence. You cannot. I've never celebrated independence since I grew up. Maybe when I was a child, yes, maybe. But since I grew up and get to understand my left from my right, I've never celebrated independence, because I still believe that we are still under that colonization. We are still being colonized. There's nothing like independence in Africa. If you ask me the country that are having their independence now, that their independence is certified, number one, I would say Burkina Faso. Number one. Number two is Senegal. Number three is Niger Republic. Number four is Mali. Number five is Chad. Number six is Guinea Conakry. These are the countries that I will mention to you that have their independence, that are celebrating. That if they are celebrating independence, I will say, yeah, it's what to be celebrated. But every other country in Africa, apart from Ethiopia, is under colonization. We are still being colonized. And I have a reason why I say that. The reason why I say that we're still being colonized is that we saw what played out in Burkina Faso a few years ago. About 2022, Ibrahim Traore took over power by coup, through coup. And when he took over power, it happened that there was nothing left for him to fix his country. There was nothing that was left for him. Ibrahim Traore started from the scratch to build Burkina Faso. And when he took over power, he found out that all the mining sites, all the mineral resources were being, exploited by the foreign miners and they call them foreign investors, but I call them foreign criminals, right? First of all, French mining companies and the Canadian mining companies were the ones occupied all the mining sites in Burkina Faso. And you can imagine, to my greatest surprise, that Burkina Faso as a country, one of the largest gold producing country in Africa, I would say Burkina Faso is the fourth largest gold producing country in Africa, was only getting 20% of their resources. Only 20% of their resources. So now you can imagine a country of that nature. How can they be able to survive? How can the civil servants be paid well? How can the government infrastructure be renovated? How can roads be built? How can the country survive with 20% of their resources? Meanwhile, French government is busy giving their people dividends of democracy, giving them better life, and setting up better environment for them. Meanwhile, they subject the people of Burkina Faso into abject poverty, ripping them off and exploiting their resources. And you are talking about independence. Where is the independence? And now, okay, you said there was independence. Yes, we agree. And now, why did you claim to give them independence and to give them freedom? You set them free, but your presence is still in those countries. What are you doing in those countries? It's a very important question, very critical question to answer. Please, guys, give me thumbs up. I've not seen any single thumbs up here. I don't know. Please give me thumbs up there, please. Tap, 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 tap. Because most of the time when I'm on live stream here talking about politics, people always report my account. Please do me a favor by tapping. Tap, tap. Just give me tapping, please. It's very important so that we can be able to sustain. I've been seeing this time without number. I've been going through this time without number. In fact, this is one of the reasons why I don't come on live stream every day anymore because I don't want to harm my channel. Because when you are speaking it, when you are speaking the truth, sincerely, it hurts them a lot. But like I always say, truth is knife of two edges. It edges sword. It pierces everywhere. Can pierce anything. It's very, very sharp. So when you're claiming that you gave them independence, and your presence is still in those countries, and just not just only your presence is still in those countries, you are still in charge of their mineral resources. So what is the essence of claiming that you gave them independence? Look at a country like Nigeria, a very massive country, one of the biggest country in the world, and I would say is the biggest country in Africa, a country of 250 million population. 250 million in population. You can imagine Nigeria has almost every natural resources that you can think of. Every mineral resources that you can think of, Nigeria has them. Crude oil, uranium, gold, silver, whatsoever that you can think of. Nigeria has everything. But a country of that nature that has that human capacity, human resources, cannot even boast of constant electricity, cannot boast of good pipe-borne water across the whole Nigeria. In this 21st century, in 2025, people are still drinking water from the ground. In 2025, people still fetch water. They are drinking water from the ground. Where cow goes to fetch water to drink, that is where human beings also fetch water to drink. In 2025, in a country like Nigeria, a country that produces over how many million barrels of oil every month, one of the biggest country, one of the richest country on earth. People still complaining about water. I mean, basic amenities, water, ordinary water. People still complain about water. People still drinking from the ground, from a country like Nigeria. A country like Nigeria that has over 250 million in population cannot even boast of constant electricity. In Nigeria today, if light comes, it lasts for only maybe 5 hours. It will go for 1 week and then come back again. That is the nature of Nigerian electricity system. And that problem cannot be solved for decades. We are in 21st century, 2025. There's no constant electricity. We're in a country whereby the 250 million in population, where there is no proper medical facility. There is none. In Nigeria, you'll be surprised that when you have accident in Nigeria, on Nigerian bad roads, when you have accident and you are being taken to the hospital, believe you me, you'll be kept one place until your family members make a certain deposit before you can be treated. Even if your life is at stake, even if you are about to die, you can't be treated until your family makes certain deposit. That is the kind of country that we are living in. A country of 250 million in population in 21st century. People still drinking water from the ground. I live in the Gambia. I've been living in the Gambia for the past 15 years. I can tell you Gambia was, according to 2023 census, Gambia was 1.8 million in population. Now, they said Gambia is 2.5 million in population. I doubt. Now, in Gambia where I live, do you know that in Gambia, when you buy a land in Gambia, you do not need to sink borehole before you start your project. What you do, take the document of your land, go to NAWEC, submit it, and apply for, water meter, and apply for electricity meter. Once you apply, it will take you some period of time. It will be delivered to you, and the water will be connected in your empty land, and you start building. You don't need to sink borehole. People that choose to sink borehole in Gambia maybe don't want to pay water bill, and water bill here is nothing. It's next to nothing. It's cheap. That is the country. I mean, a country of 2.5 million population. A country of 2.5 million population. And mind you, Gambia do not have most of the mineral resources. What Gambia has is sodium chloride. Gambia do not have oil. So now ask me, how do this country make it to that extent they can be able to provide pipe-borne water for their citizens? In Gambia, We have constant electricity, despite that most of the time it goes off maybe when they're on maintenance. But we have electricity. I mean, a country of 2.5 million in population, but we are talking about Nigeria, a 250 million in population. I mean, in that 250 million, we have 70% is youth. But we are being ruled by people over 80 something years. The affairs of the country is being controlled by the people over 80 something years. Meanwhile, they told us that we are the leaders of tomorrow. And those people that told us that we are the leaders of tomorrow are the one clinging to power, holding power so tight. Now I have a question. For an 80 something years old man to be president, what kind of infrastructure, what kind of development do you think an 80 something years old man will attract in a country? What kind of development do you think he will attract in 21st century? In 2025, where technology is almost taking over everywhere. In 2025, where almost everything is controlled by technology. Now we have 2025, we have electric vehicle. As of 20 years ago, 30 years ago, there was nothing like an electric vehicle. Now there is electric vehicle that you don't need petrol to make use of it. That is the level of technology that we are in. Do you think 80 something years old people will ever attract anything reasonable in the country? But that aside, we are still talking about a country of 250 million in population. We are still talking about a country of 250 million in population. This is the biggest country in Africa. We produce almost everything. We have every mineral resources that you can think of. We have them. We have them. I've said it time without number, there is no tangible reason why any Nigerian youth, any Nigerian child should go to bed with empty stomach. There is no reason. There is no reason. There is no reason why any Nigerian child should be out of school because of school fees. There is no tangible reason. There is no reason. Nobody should tell you, let your parents go and work. That is not enough reason. That is not enough reason. There is no reason why a Nigerian youth should jump Mediterranean Sea to cross to Europe to look for greener pasture. In fact, there is no enough tangible reason why a Nigerian should leave Nigeria to look for greener pasture elsewhere. There is no enough reason. There is no enough reason. Because when it comes to Nigeria, we have everything that you can think of. We have everything that you can think of. But the problem is, the people that we entrust those things into their hands, they are using it to enrich themselves. They're using it to live flamboyant lives. They're using it to make their family and relatives live comfortable and flamboyant life and abandon the people into abject poverty. It is uncalled for. We have been shouting and be shouting and be shouting till now. And listen, this is the time that we will get it right. This is the right time that we will get it right. I'm not finding it funny, and because I'm a victim of bad leadership in Nigeria. I'm actually a victim of bad leadership in Nigeria, and I'm not finding it funny. If you are finding it funny, for me, it is not funny to me. It is affecting every single aspect of. Listen, I've said it time without number. If a Nigerian youth decide to leave Nigeria today, I wouldn't blame him, because first of all, Nigerian system, the system of government in Nigeria would damage your psychology, would damage your sense of reasoning. I'm not mixing words. I'm not lying to you. The system of government in Nigeria would damage your sense of reasoning. First of all, Nigeria produces over thousands of graduates every year. Nigeria as a country produces thousands of graduates. In fact, Nigeria has one of the best universities in Africa. One of the best, most of the best universities you have in Nigeria are the best in Africa. We produce thousands of graduates. Nigerians they're not just graduates, they're intelligent. God bless Nigeria to the extent that Nigerians, God bless them in one ramification, very super intelligent youth, extraordinary intelligent. But the problem is, after spending 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, in university, spending time, spending money, at the end of the day, when you come out, there is no job opportunity for you. You'll be carrying files up and down looking for work. Meanwhile, their children are all out there enjoying their lives, living flamboyant life. But here in Nigeria, people are being subjected into abject poverty. That is why you will see a BSc holder in Nigeria driving Keke Napep. You will see a BSc master degree holder in Nigeria working in the hotel as a hotel attendant. A BSc holder in Nigeria frying akara on the street. All they will tell you is go and create job for yourself. If truly these people want anything better in Nigeria, if they really want Nigeria to move forward, first of all, try to tackle the insecurity. But tackling the insecurity, number one, is to create job opportunity for the youth. You don't sit on the fence and be saying, insecurity. What is the cause of insecurity? First of all, the cause of insecurity is lack of job. There's no job opportunity for the youth. Somebody will not go and spend 6 years in the university, come out and sit at home. No job. What do you expect the person to do? He will definitely do anything available for him, either by carrying gun or by doing or doing Yahoo work. That's the only thing available for him to do. So he will definitely do it to be able to feed himself. After the government failed him or failed her, spending 6 years in the university, and you come out, there's no job available for you. Meanwhile, we have the capacity to create jobs. In fact, am I even talking about jobs? Let me forget about jobs first. First of all, let's talk about the minimum wage. Let's talk about minimum wage. Because if you're talking about jobs, first of all, somebody will not go and spend 6 years in university, come out, and you'll be paying the person 70,000 naira. That's number one. So there are a lot of things, the lot of problems that we have in Nigeria. First of all, we're not even talking about creating job creation. We're talking about the minimum wage. Listen, as a country, as a nation like Nigeria, today in 21st century, where you know very well that even 100,000 naira is nothing to write home about. 100,000 naira as a single man cannot even be enough for a single man to take care of himself for the whole month. As a single man, single person. Single, not a family man, I mean single person. And you are paying people 70,000 naira as minimum wage. And people are still, believe me, some states in Nigeria are still protesting over that 70,000 naira minimum wage. And mind you, 70,000 naira is not even up to $50. And I have a question. What can $50 do for a married man with family? $50 for a whole month. You pay transport to work. You eat food, breakfast. Taking care of yourself first. You pay transport to work. You eat food, you eat breakfast. You eat lunch, then come back, pay transport, then come back to work, come back from work, then take care of your home, pay house rent, pay your children's school fees, do other things. What can $50 do for you as a married man? Now, let's not talk about job creation, because job creation also is there, but the minimum wage is part of the problem. This is one of the reasons why somebody will never spend 6 years in university, come out with BSc, and you offer him a job of 70,000 naira. He will look at you and look at himself and say, why did I even go and spend these years in the university? So this is part of the problem. So if you're after tackling the minimum wage, then you come to job creation. Civil servants in Nigeria today is nothing to write home about. Their salary is nothing to. Civil servants today, if they are to be retired, they are going on retirement. What is the benefit? What is the retirement benefit of civil servants in Nigeria? This is one of the reasons why when they are about to be retired, they become scared, because there's nothing left for them. They will be paid peanuts. There's one police officer that I watched on Instagram a few days ago. He was complaining that he served Nigeria as a police officer. I think he's an inspector or superintendent. Sorry, he served Nigeria for 35 good years. He served his country for 35 good years, and on his retirement, he was paid 2,080,000 naira as retirement benefit for serving your country for 35 years. And all you could get is 2,080,000 naira. Now, Convert 2,080 something thousand naira. It's not even up to $1,500 for serving your country for 30 something good years. All you could get is less than $1,500. So this is part of the problem. This is, I mean, if we're talking about job creation in Nigeria, you should first of all, mind you, this is not just only Nigeria, it's everywhere in Africa. Everywhere in Africa. Okay, let me minus South Africa. South Africa is by the corner. It's not among, because they have better retirement benefit for their citizens. Because South Africa is it's not just only South Africa anyway. Even Cape Verde, they have better, retirement benefit for their citizens. Even I'm not even talking about, what about Guinea-Bissau here? I mean, Guinea-Bissau here. I mean, one of the poorest country in Africa, Guinea-Bissau. They have better retirement benefit. Do you know? Oh my goodness. I have a friend in Guinea-Bissau. His father was a soldier, right? And when the father was a Navy officer, I think Navy officer or Air Force officer, something like that. When the father died, after a few years, they started paying the family, the father's, every month they paid the father's gratuity or something like that. There's money they pay them every month. There's money they pay them every month. And this money was, as of then, it was, as of 2016, 2017, it was about 450,000 CFA. No, sorry. Yes, 450,000 CFA. 450,000. I'm not telling you cock and bull story. I'm telling you fact. So let me not just generalize all African countries, mostly Nigeria. I'm not talking about other African countries, because other African countries have better retirement benefit for their citizens. A country like Guinea-Bissau, one of the poorest countries in Africa, can pay their citizens every month. I mean, a dead soldier, a dead one, is not the one that is living, a dead one. They are paying their family 450,000 CFA every month. Every month. I'm not telling you, I'm telling you fact. If you doubt me, I'll bring the receipt and show you guys. He's my friend, my very good friend. If I tell him, send me the repayment, or I will show you guys if you can read Portuguese. A poor country like Guinea-Bissau. So why is it that in Nigeria has one of the biggest country on earth, one of the richest country on earth, cannot pay? They cannot their citizens, their civil servant cannot have better retirement benefits. Why? You are paying a police officer that has served a country for 35 years. They are paying him less than $1,500. That's pay off. $1,500. Now I have a question. What can he do with $1,500? What can somebody do as a retirement benefit? What can he start? What kind of business, as an old man that's supposed to go for retirement, at least will be doing small business to feed himself? What kind of business can he do with $1,500? What kind of business? This is how bad Nigeria has become. And people, I mean, House of Assembly members, senators in Nigeria, ministers in Nigeria, local government chairmen, councillors, look at their salaries, look at their allowances they are collecting. And you are paying the people that are doing the real job. You are paying them peanuts. You are paying them peanuts. Kofi 123, he said, I am disbelieved. This doesn't sound real. I don't have any reason to come here to come and lie to you guys. I have no reason. You can make your research. A police officer that served his country for 30 something years, he was paid off. They paid him off with 2,080 something thousand naira, which is less than $1,500. I'm not lying to you. Ask questions. Make your research. What kind of business can that man start with $1,500? Okay, first of all, he will definitely have to take care of himself. He will eat food. Maybe he's paying house rent. He will pay for house, because why not pay house rent? Where will he get money to build house? Right? Anyway, from which salary? And you are complaining of corruption. You are complaining of insecurity. These are the areas that you will have to tackle first before you talk about corruption. Pay civil servants well. We have the money. When Tinubu was sworn in, subsidy was being removed, and fuel price skyrocketed, dollar price skyrocketed. Nigerians are buying fuel. I went to Nigeria last year, and what I was buying fuel 1,700 naira, 1,500 naira in Aba to fuel my car. If for me to fuel my car, I will definitely have to spend nothing less for me to fill up my tank. I will spend nothing less than 100,000 naira to fill up my tank. To fill up my tank, I will spend nothing less than 100,000 naira. That is how bad it has become in Nigeria. Fuel price skyrocketed when the fuel subsidy was removed. Now, I have a question. After removing the subsidy, where is the money that was being recovered from the subsidy? Okay, Kofi said, no. I am sorry. I am in America. That's like a weekly wages at a decent manufacturing job. That's the belief of me. I've never had anything like that. I swear with everything I'm looking for, my brother, I'm not going to lie to you. Like I said, my channel stands for justice, fairness, and equity. I stand for truth. Whatever that you see that comes out of my mouth is nothing but the truth. I have integrity to protect. I'm not going to lie to you. Brother, for 35 years, serving your country for 35 good years, you could only get barely $1,500. I'm not going to lie to you. You could barely get $1,500. This is how bad. And I keep wondering that how Nigerian youth are so weak that you'll be watching this kind of things going on, this kind of atrocity going on, and you fold your arms without talking. Look at Hong Kong. Hong Kong came out. The citizens came out to demand for the right leaders that they want. Look at what's happening in Angola today. Angola is boiling now. Angola is boiling as of yesterday because of fuel price. They came out in mass. A country like Angola don't supposed to have any even fuel crisis because Angola is one of the highest oil producing country in Africa. Angola is rich, but it's boiling. It happened in Togo. It happened in Burkina Faso. It happened in Senegal a few years ago. It happened in Guinea-Conakry. We need that change. No matter how the change comes, we need that change. We have been taken for granted for so long. But the problem is this. I've said it time without number on my video on my videos. The problem is the youth. The problem is the youth. Nigerian youth, just give them peanuts. They will change mouth. They are easy to be compromised. They are so cheap that you can buy them with anything. That's one thing about Nigerian youth. They're so desperate for peanuts. I mean, civil servant in Nigeria, there's no, I mean, in America, for instance, my brother said he was talking about America. In America, a civil servant can easily own a house in mortgage. You pay by mortgage. Gradually, you pay. You can even spread it for 35 years, for 40 years, you pay, and you own a house. You don't need to pay house rent anymore. I mean, for a civil servant, that's benefit. You can even buy a car, brand new car, and spread it and pay for 20 years. It's not a problem for you. That is benefit. You can buy anything, even phone, a mortgage. But in Nigeria, I am asking, can the government, because in Nigeria, when it comes to Nigeria have a very big landmass. We have very wide landmass. Now, why not go to each state? Let it be a project instead of implementing this project that is going on in Calabar Coastal Road that is costing Nigerians 16 trillion naira. That's the waste of money, waste of investment. Why not use that money? Go to each state, remove 1 trillion, go to each state and acquire lands, at least 10,000 hectares. Okay, let's say 5,000 hectares of land. And each state you build nothing less than, let's say you build like 100,000 housing units. Let's say 3-bedroom floor, 3-bedroom bungalow, 3-bedroom bungalow in each state. In that 36 states of Nigeria, including a federal capital territory, like 37. At least build, let's say, 100,000 housing units each state. This, first of all, will help to reduce insecurity. I'm not going to lie to you, because house rent, when you think of how paying house rent, when you talk about feeding your children, when you talk about paying transport to work, you get that. You can even do anything to make money to meet up. First of all, build all these houses, at least 100,000 housing units in all the states, so that civil servants can be able to own houses by themselves and own houses and pay gradually, gradually, gradually. It is as simple as ABCD. Tackle that one first, then you come to minimum wage. You can't be paying somebody less than $50 in a month. Increase the minimum wage at least. Let's not just lie to ourselves. Can you make the minimum wage at least? Let's just do it like this. Let's make the minimum wage at least $300. It will help a lot. If you cannot increase the minimum wage, can you try to control essential price of essential commodities in the market, so that people can be able to survive? The level of wickedness that this government have made on Nigerians, not just only Tinubu's government. I mean, from the okay, let me leave Obasanjo by the side. Let me leave Obasanjo by the side, because Obasanjo was a little bit fair. Let me leave Yar'Adua by the side, because Yar'Adua was also fair. Let me start from Goodluck Jonathan. Nigeria started failing from the regime of Goodluck Jonathan till now. That is when Nigeria started failing its people, failing in the environment becomes so unbearable, unconducive for people to live. We can't keep calm and sitting on the fence waiting for the change that we desire. This is the right time for us to start, because it happened in Burkina Faso. Look at what Ibrahim Traore is doing. I always use him as a case study. I always use him as an instance. I always use him. Ibrahim Traore is a young man. This is one of the reasons why, if I tell you that what we need in Nigeria is not these old people in power. We need a young, vibrant, innovative leader. So somebody that knows, that understands what technology is all about. Look at what Ibrahim Traore is doing. Somebody that made nothing. He absolutely made nothing when he took over power. He made nothing. What he made there was mining site that was being controlled by foreign investors. Let me not just use that investor, because that investor irritates my ear. Foreign criminals. They were the one exploiting resources from Burkina Faso. And when he came, he summoned them all. Both those Canadian mining companies and French mining companies, he called them all and told them, listen, this is our resources. Why are you guys keep giving us 20% of our resources? We can't continue like this. Burkina Faso have a lot of work to do. We have, our roads are nothing to write home about. Look at the infrastructure that we have, government infrastructures. Nothing is being put in place. Now we need money. Why are you guys giving us only 20% of our resources? And the reply was that Burkina Faso does not have the equipment for mining. That got Ibrahim Traore crazy. He said, just because of the equipment and you're giving us 20%, okay, don't worry. Now, they already signed a contract. They're already having a contract with the government, with the previous government. He brought out the contract, go through the contract, minus what they have gotten already, and then pay them off. He paid them all the mining. Go and make your research. All the mining sites in Burkina Faso that were being controlled by Canadian mining company and French mining company. He took them all back. That is a leader that is intentional, that knows what he wants, that wants the best for his people. A selfless leader. It wouldn't be difficult for Ibrahim Traore to call friend Macron, tell him, let me just leave the government for you guys. Now, what can you do for me? Give me $1 billion US. Let me just take my family and my relatives to France or to America, go and have our best of life, and you can continue what you're doing in Burkina Faso. It wouldn't be difficult for him to do that. But he said, no. A good name is better than money. He took back the mining site, all, paid them off. The next thing he did was, he went and purchased all the equipment, mining equipment that he needed for mining. He purchased them all. Today, as I'm speaking to you, all the mining sites in Burkina Faso now belong to Burkina Faso government. And all the mining workers, all the miners in Burkina Faso, in Burkina Faso mining site today, are Burkina based. They're the ones mining and utilize and building. I think currently he's building a refinery. He's building gold refinery in Burkina Faso. Currently, he's building a refinery in Burkina Faso. That is what the previous government would have done. Wouldn't be difficult, but these guys are puppets. They bow for these colonial masters. They bow for them. I don't know if they are under the influence of juju or the influence of, I don't know. I can't tell. That is why when I tell you as a Nigerian boldly that Nigeria is still under colonization, you think this, I'm lying. I'm not lying to you. This independence they're celebrating is waste of time. That's the more you look, the less you see. I'm not gonna miss what the more you look, the less you see. Because before your president does do anything for your country, for Nigeria, they will definitely have to seek for approval from the British government. There are some things that there were some certain steps they will take, and British government will call them, hey, come back. You guys will not do this. Because they know that thing will bring development to the country. They don't want development in Africa. Never. Development in Africa is their biggest problem. They don't want to see development in Africa. At all. They want Africa to remain in abject poverty because they are benefiting from that poverty. That is the only weapon they use. Poverty is the only weapon they use. They use poverty as a weapon because they know very well that a hungry man is an angry man. A hungry man, when you give him food to eat, he can even bow for you, he can even wash, he can even lick your ass when you give a hungry man food to eat. That is why they feel so happy that they are doing this to Africans. Ibrahim Traore reclaimed all the mining sites in Burkina Faso, building refinery currently as I'm talking to you now. Burkina Faso is the 4th largest gold producing country in Africa. Underneath Burkina Faso is full of gold. Burkina Faso is so rich that there's no reason why any Burkinabe should be living in abject poverty. There shouldn't be any reason. Now, but Ibrahim Traore is changing the narrative, waking every single African youth up. Let me ask you a question. Before the emergence of Ibrahim Traore, before Ibrahim Traore came on board, do you ever see there's a protest here, there's a protest there? Very difficult to hear. But today, there is protest there, there is protest there. The other day it was Kenya, the other day it was Togo, the other day yesterday is Angola, and it's going across Africa. I've told you time without number that is a wind of revolution that is coming up in Africa, and every single African country will feel the wind. I'm not lying to you. It is a reality that will come to real. We will realize it will happen, definitely. He reclaimed all the mining sites in Burkina Faso, purchased the equipment for mining, and start mining by themselves. He look around and say, no, we have very horrible roads. Burkina Faso as a country that have regained their freedom, as they said Burkina Faso regained their freedom in 1960, but there was no freedom. Till Ibrahim Traore came on board, Burkina Faso cannot boast of 3,000 kilometer paved road. As a country a country that produces one of the 4th largest gold producing country in Africa, could not boast of 3,000 kilometer paved road. He looked around and he found out that most of those contractors, those foreign contractors, were playing with their government, lying for money and doing no job. He called them and asked them to leave. And they don't need their president. That they would slow down his job. He sacked all the construction companies, foreign construction companies, and sacked them all. He went and purchased 1,000 road construction equipment. Where did he get the money from? From the resources that Burkina Faso owns. That's where he got the resources. That's where he got the money from. He purchased over 1,000 machineries. You can imagine how much is a grader, how much is a bulldozer, how much is a compactor, how much is trailer, how much is forklift, how much is a tipper. He purchased over 1,000 equipment. He did not just go and employ foreign contractors or foreign workers. He trained his people. That is a leader that is visionary, a leader that wants the best for his people. He trained his people to make use of those equipment. And today, so far, so good. It's in 2022 till now, 2023, 2025. Ibrahim Traore have delivered 5,000 kilometer paved road. Go to Burkina Faso and make your research and make your inquiry. Go and ask questions. It's not just all about Google or seeing what you see on Instagram. Go make calls. Ibrahim Traore has delivered 5,000-kilometer paved road in Burkina Faso as we speak. Within the space of 2 years. This is one of the reasons why African leaders are not happy with him. Because he's exposing a lot of things. He's exposing a lot of things. They're not happy with him. And the reason why they are not happy with him is because they are letting the youth to understand that Africa has everything to fix Africa. It's just that our leaders are not ready to fix Africa. They have delivered 5,000-kilometer paved road, and he did not stop there. He's creating job opportunity for the citizens, knowing fully well, this is what I've been saying here, knowing fully well that another form of tackling insecurity is by creating job for the citizens. When the youth have job, trust me, there will be minimal, there will be less in crime and all that. Now he's building infrastructure. He's building companies that are producing essential commodities in Burkina Faso that have provided over thousands of jobs in Burkina Faso. He did not stop there. He went ahead. Currently, Ibrahim Traore is building affordable homes for the civil servants. He's building affordable homes in Ouagadougou for civil servants. It's very simple. All we're asking for. I mean, this is one of the, when I tell you that, African politicians, Nigerian politicians, they love seeing you poor. They love to see you to become poor. Because they know very well when you are poor, they can, I mean, most of the time, sometimes, sincerely speaking, it's not being too sensitive. But sometimes when I go to the street of Instagram and I scroll, I see people like Godswill Akpabio, the way he talks in the upper chamber where he sits, the way he talks so loudly, talks so sluggishly, like as if the affairs of Nigeria is a child's play. Sometimes I feel like, what is even going on? Sometimes when I go, I see some Nigerian politicians buying rice, buying beans, good receipts to be sharing to people. I say, oh, Nigeria, we have a long way to go. Sincerely speaking, we have a very long way to go. These are the people that when we see them, we're supposed to stone them. These people don't supposed to be in fact, they don't supposed to be in fact, they don't supposed to be in the society. Because they are the main problem that we have. In small country like Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore can stand so strong. That is why they fought all tooth and nail to eliminate him. But it cannot work. They went through the route of propaganda. It did not work. Because this is not the time of Thomas Sankara. This is the time of our generation is making things. We are waking every single person up. Our generation will change Africa. This is not the time of Thomas Sankara when there was nothing like social media. I've said it time without number. Social media is not just all about using to show off our boobs and the ass. It's not just all about showing how rich that we have become. It's not all about showing our beautiful cars, our beautiful houses. Social media is a tool that we have to fight this bad governance in Africa. That is the main purpose of social media. My own understanding. Social media is not all about using filter, paint yourself nice, look nice, and people will say, yeah, you are beautiful. That is not what social media should be used for. Social media should be used for things like this. Social media is our tool that we have. And because we are in social media age, that is what is sustaining Ibrahim Traore till now. Because this is not the time they will go to radio station, go to TV station and sell out propaganda and lies and fill people's ears with lies and people will believe. Just like what they did to Gaddafi. Like what they did to Thomas Sankara, what they did to Idi Amin, what they did to Kwame Nkrumah, what they did to Amilcar Cabral, what they did to Lumumba, what they did to our African heroes, true Pan-Africanists, people that stood for Africa, people that spoke for Africa, people that fought for Africa, people that lended their voice, their time, and their money and resources. People like Gaddafi. If we can be able to have somebody like Gaddafi again, Africa will rise again. That is why they are fighting tooth and nail to eliminate this young man and label him a dictator, label him a tyrant, call him criminal, call him this, call him that. But let me surprise you and shock you. Have you gone to Burkina Faso and make your research and ask questions? All the things they are selling out on their... When I tell you that African media houses are under the influence of bribe, African media houses, they have been compromised. They are under manipulation. They can't sell out. They can't tell you. They can't give you the news that you want to hear. They will only give you the news that will please their paymasters. That is why they will find they will feel so comfortable in selling out lies about Ibrahim Traore, labeling him a dictator. And I was watching one useless journalist on Channels TV in Nigeria came out one certain time and be saying that Burkina Faso is under attack, Burkina Faso is terrorism, is this and that, Ibrahim Traore is subjecting these people into this and that. I said, look at these people. This one is under the influence of peanuts. Go to Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traore is somebody that have listening ear. Go and make your research. Ibrahim Traore is somebody that has listening ear. When you have something that you have in mind, bring it to his table. He's accessible. He's an open-minded person. Bring it to his table. He will look into it. If it's something that he can fix, he will definitely make a step to fix it. That is who Ibrahim Traore is. They said there was a media blackout in Burkina Faso. When? How? There was never a time during the time of Ibrahim Traore when there was a media blackout in Burkina Faso. Right from the beginning of Ibrahim Traore till today, all the social media platforms are working in Burkina Faso. So where is the media blackout? These are lies that are trying to... This is what they did to Gaddafi. It was when I grew up, I got to understand that Gaddafi was innocent of all the things they accused him of. Idi Amin was even innocent on certain things they accused him. And they put it out there that Idi Amin was a brutal dictator, was a tyrant, was this and that. To the extent they even labeled him a cannibal, that he eats human beings. That is what African media houses is for. Lies. But we have our social media to debunk and put this and set the record straight. That is the main benefit of our social media handles. We use our social media handles to correct and to put the record straight the way it's supposed to be. This guy have survived 17 times assassination or even more. Why are they trying to eliminate him the same way? If not for the power of social media, I'm telling you, I'm telling you the gospel truth. Their strategy. Let me tell you what happened to Gaddafi. What happened to Gaddafi was that Gaddafi refused them from coming into Libya to take over Libya resources. That was the main problem. And Gaddafi told them that he won one unified Africa. That is when they got to realize that Gaddafi would spoil something for them. Gaddafi was only clamoring and was asking for one unified Africa, one borderless Africa, one Africa where we can use one currency. That was the mission of Gaddafi. And they understand that language. They understand that when this thing, we get to realize this kind of thing, that the West will crumble. Because what is keeping the West today is African resources. If you don't know, let me tell you. Listen, after Second World War, Europe was rebuilt with 70%. 70% of resources that was used to rebuild Europe came from Africa. So let nobody deceive you. When they come to Africa, they will take pictures, go to bad areas and take pictures and put out there, see how poor Africa is. But Africa is never a poor continent. When they saw that Gaddafi was against them, Gaddafi want Africans to wake up, want Africans to rise, want one unified Africa. They started fighting Gaddafi, selling out news, bad propaganda, bad news, telling people how Gaddafi is a bad leader, how Gaddafi is that, how Gaddafi is this, all lies from the pit of hell. Meanwhile, Gaddafi was one of the best presidents in Africa, if not the best president in Africa. Gaddafi was the best president in Africa as of then. There is no country in Africa that will tell you that they did not benefit anything from Gaddafi's regime. No country. No country. No country in Africa will come out and tell you that they did not benefit anything from Gaddafi's regime. Gaddafi was a kind-hearted leader that loved his people. During the time of Gaddafi, you can never find any Libyan outside looking for greener pasture anywhere, because Gaddafi made sure that he made everything easy for them. He gave back the dividends of democracy back to them. He made sure that their life is comfortable. He created, Libya doesn't work. Libyans are lazy, but they are comfortable, they are rich. Free medical facilities in Libya. Free loan, you take loan, no interest, no. In what aspect? Gaddafi was one of the best presidents in the world that made sure that he gave back the dividends of democracy to his people. But they labeled him a dictator. They sold out lies, propaganda against him. Because why? He stood firm. Because he loved his people. He loved Africa. Gaddafi was a true Pan-Africanist. They incited that violence in Libya, used that opportunity to invade Libya and eliminate Gaddafi. The day Gaddafi died, that was the beginning of the downfall of Africa. I'm not going to mix words. I'm telling you the gospel truth. The day Gaddafi died, that was the beginning of the downfall of Africa. The only one vocal leader that was never a puppet, that was never bowed to his enemies, bowed to the Westerners, bowed to the colonial masters. He never bowed for them. He stood firm. He fought a good fight. With the same spirit with Thomas Sankara, the same spirit with Lumumba, the same spirit with Amilcar Cabral, the same spirit with Kwame Nkrumah, the same spirit with Idi Amin. Idi Amin stood firm. He said, you can never come to my country and exploit my resources in my own presence and give me percentage. I can never take percentage of my own resources in my own country. And they labeled him a dictator. They fought tooth and nail to eliminate him. That is the tool they go with. You are looking for a dictator. If you are looking for a dictator, go to Uganda. If you are truly looking for a dictator, not just somebody that is against you exploiting Africa, go to Uganda. Museveni is a serial dictator. Is a serial tyrant. We can only die once. If I die now, I will not die again. And trust me, whoever that kills me will still die someday. In the next 100 years, none of us will be here. We will all gone. Museveni is the worst dictator in the history of Africa. Somebody that have hold on to power for 40-something years. 40-something years, you hold on to power and you are approaching 90 and you still want to be re-elected. Look at Paul Biya of Cameroon. Somebody that have hold power for decades and you want to hold on to power at almost going to 100 years. You barely stand on your feet to walk. And they are looking for dictator. These people, they think they don't know the real dictator. They know, because those people are puppets to them. They bow for them. They serve them. Subjecting your people into abject poverty for your own personal gain. Giving your own resources to Westerners to develop their own country. Developing their own country and subject you into abject poverty. And they let me tell you, the worst part of this Westerners is the type of education they brought to Africa. I'm not gonna be reading comment, because if I read comment, I don't want people to provoke me or kill my spirit. I'm already on the high spirit, because I see somebody who commented something. This guy, I don't know how. Okay, let me ask him a question. Rugged Frankie, even from your name alone, it seems like your head is not correct. First of all, how old are you? Let me ask you a question. Stop reading history book. All this, some of these history books are lies. Some of these history books are written by them, supplied to you to read. So stop reading history books. I don't know how old you are. I want to know how old you are. Rugged Frankie, how old are you? Let me know. I'm 41. I'm going to 42. So at least I can tell. So how old are you? How old are you? May I know which Gaddafi you are talking about? And somebody says, Zaza said, Gaddafi never considered himself as an African, always refer to him as an Arab. What do you mean? What do you mean, if I may ask? So you've never seen Gaddafi in, I mean, why are you guys lying? Why are you, I mean, you see, this is the problem that we have in Africa. This is the main problem that we have in Africa. Our brain, you see, most of our brain is no longer functioning. We have been brainwashed to the extent that when we see white, we call it black. When we see black, we call it blue. We're not being truthful to ourselves. Which Gaddafi are you talking about, please, if I may ask? If I may ask. So does it mean that Gaddafi have not been in African Union meeting, I mean, their conferences? Gaddafi never go attend African summit? I mean, what are you talking about, for crying out loud? Have you not listened to Gaddafi's speech? I mean, try to listen to Gaddafi's speech. Let's stop all these things that we are doing to ourselves. This is where our problem started from. You know, most of these people, they are children of politicians. The children of politicians, and their families and family members and relatives are politicians that have subjected Africa into abject poverty. So when they come here, all they come here is to defend their lies. Frankie said, I'm older than you, bro. I'm 42. So what are you saying? What are you saying? Speak fact, not emotion. This is the problem. You see, this is the problem. I'm 41, you are 42. We're the same age. Just difference of 1 year. Listen, it's not about age. It's about experience. What do you know? Where have you gone to? How many countries have you traveled to? What do you know? It's not that I'm living in Europe. You have been in Europe for 30-something years. You've not traveled to anywhere. You are just in Europe. You don't know anything about Africa. I'm a true. If you're looking for Africa, listen. I travel African countries, 17 countries in Africa. 17. If I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you with facts and proofs. Whatever that comes out of my mouth here is nothing but the truth. I can't come here to come and lie to anybody. So keep yourself by the corner. So Gaddafi was one. I mean, Gaddafi. This is one of the reasons why they subjected. I keep wondering why is it that once there's any African leader that comes up to think about Africa, African progress or African unity, that leader will become a target to them, because exactly that's what happened to Yahya Jammeh of Gambia. Yahya Jammeh was one of, I mean, I would call him a true Pan-Africanist. He was one of the people that, you know, always think about Africa, how to improve Africa, how to make Africa grow, how to stop importing things from other African, other part of the world to Africa. That is why he made that 2020 agenda: grow what you eat and eat what you grow. And that is why they connived with the internal, you know, politicians here, connived together to push him out of power. This is the problem that we have in Africa. Listen, let me tell you. Today, I don't know who is their favorite. Okay, Tinubu is their favorite. Let me just say Tinubu is their favorite today, because every single thing he run to London. Even our former president died in London. So what do they have in common with London people, with British people? When they are sick, they run to London. When they want to shit, they go to London. When they are on holiday, they run to London. Now, Tinubu is their favorite. They love Tinubu so much because Tinubu is their puppet. He's serving them. Do you know that any day Tinubu wakes up in the morning and say, we want one and unified Africa. We want Africa to unite. That day, Tinubu will become their worst enemy. Tinubu will become their worst enemy. Tinubu will automatically become a dictator. Any day Tinubu wakes up today and say, I want one unified Africa, African unity, borderless Africa, Tinubu will automatically become a dictator. So this is the weapon they go with. This is the weapon they go with. And Now I keep asking. These people are looking for dictators. They are looking for people that are dictators, people that are subjecting their people into abject poverty. Why not go to Uganda? Why not go to Cameroon? Why not go to Equatorial Guinea? These countries that are their leaders have held on to power for years, and there is no single progress. Why not go to those countries and make sure that they liberate the people of those countries? Why not just why only putting eyes on Ibrahim Traore, always labeling him a dictator? Go to Burkina Faso and see infrastructural development by yourself. This is not social media talk. Go to Burkina Faso and see the kind of change Ibrahim Traore has brought to the good people of Burkina Faso. Go and watch Tayo Aena. He's a popular YouTuber. Go and watch Wodemaya. He's a popular YouTuber. Go and watch Go with Ali. He's a popular YouTuber. Watch their documentary in Burkina Faso. I'm telling you, recently, where Burkinabés are using their mouth to confess that they've never had a leader like Ibrahim Traore. That Ibrahim Traore is changing every single thing. That he's making their lives even easier. Thank you very much, Christy. So the only thing for me, all I want is one unified Africa, one African unity, where we can have one borderless Africa, because these borders, these artificial borders they put on between us is a tool that they used against us to divide us, to discriminate us, to make us hate ourselves, bringing different languages. I mean, it's very sad. Africans need to wake up. This is not the time to sit on the fence now. This is time to come out from the closet and demand for the right leaders that we need, that will forge Africa ahead. If not, we will live to cry. Tell you the gospel truth. If you think that to support your bad leaders because they are getting peanuts is a better way of survival, I'm sorry to you, because definitely someday you will cry. Our children, it may affect your own children as well. That's how it is. That's how it is. Sincerely speaking, I'm not going to lie to you. Let's just be real to ourselves. Love Africa. Stop discriminating ourselves. Cherish ourselves. Embrace ourselves. And, unify Africa. This is the only continent that we have. We have no other continent. This is only where we can call home. Forget about wherever you find yourself. You may find yourself in Europe, America, wheresoever you find yourself. But at the end of the day, you are an African. Always have it at the back of your mind. If you fail to understand that, one day you'll be reminded that you're an African. Just like the way Donald Trump is doing in America today. He's reminding every single person in America today where they are coming from. The other day, it was Elon Musk. He reminded Elon Musk where he was coming from. And he came from South Africa. So, no matter whatever we do, no matter how comfortable you think that you are, always remember that you are an African before you become whatever the thing that you think that you are. Africa is our own. We can't run away from our own continent. Nobody is more African than anybody else. Not even our leaders are more African than us. It belongs to all of us. If Africa spoils today, it spoils for all of us. And besides today, if Africa spoils today, they have nothing to lose, because most of them have mansions in America where they will run to at the end of the day. That is how it is. That's how it is. And I will be going to the comment section now. And after comment section, I'll be rounding up because it's already late. I have business to do. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me. I have over 100 and something and have only 15 likes. Bro, you guys give me thumbs up. Tap, tap, tap. Give me thumbs up, please. Give me thumbs up. Go to the comment section. Please comment where you're watching from, please. Let me start from David Shakiru. Don't mind the rugged food. Thank you very much, brother. Okay. Raymond Akise, thank you very much. Raymond Akise, David Shakiru. Okay, thank you very much. Christy Towell Bible. The 42 years old brother is a child. Exactly. I am 65 and thank God for your show. Thank you so much, Christy. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Muffin, because yes, true. Thank you very much, Muffin. Joseph Antwi, all what you say, all what you're saying is right. I'm 76 years old, born in Ghana. Can't say all we need. Good leaders. God bless you. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Yo, Willie Hano Ajomani. Please, where are you watching from, please? I see Trailman. Thank you very much for joining here. Manly Nash. Thank you so much for joining here. We got a fish. Dude, thank you very much. Abdullahi Sabidu Koroma. I'm in Libya. You are in Libya. Thank you very much for joining us here. Kek Chacha. Protect him at all costs. We do. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Lambert Villarreal from Grenada. Thank you so much, my brother from Grenada. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for joining us here. God bless you. Who else is there? Who else is there? Please comment where you're watching from. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Put on your notification bell. And as well, comment where you're watching from. Don't forget the super chat is active out there. Super chat, the super sticker, the gift, and everything. Please, guys. So, well, let me explain something to you guys. First of all, I have a project that's coming up in January 2026. A big project that is coming up, and it's going to cost me a lot. And this project is one of the reasons why I decided to monetize my channel. I didn't want to monetize it anyway. This channel is 11 years plus now. This channel, and I took up this channel. I became serious on this channel 2027. Though some of my videos I later erased them and come back again. I started carrying on this project, this my course since 2017. So I find the need to monetize my channel. It got the criteria in 2017, but I didn't monetize it. But 2027, 2025, I find the need to monetize my channel. And the main purpose of monetizing it, first of all, is I have a project that is coming up. I have most of our brothers living outside their countries. For instance, I'm a Nigerian that lives in the Gambia. I have my Nigerian brothers that have been living outside Nigeria in most of these neighboring countries for a very, 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 very long time. And most of them are scared to go back home. Most of the problems are money, number one. And two is societal pressure. So, not just only Nigerians, I have other Gambians, Senegalese, Togolese, because this channel is not just only for Nigerians. This channel is for everybody. Like I say, I do not know what is tribe on my channel. I don't know tribe. I don't know religion. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know color. What I know is humanity. That's the language that I understand. Humanity. So I found the need to monetize the channel to raise a fund. And as well, I will definitely add my own personal money in January 2026, going to a few countries in around Africa. I mean, within here. First of all, I will first go to Guinea-Bissau. After Guinea-Bissau, I'll go to Senegal. From Senegal, I'll go to Burkina Faso. But though I'm going to Burkina Faso this August, I will be in Burkina Faso this August. Maybe it's second week or third week of August. I've not bought ticket yet, but I'm going to be there. So most of them have been living there for a very long time because of money. They could not go back home. I want to return some of them back home. Even if it is 3 people I'm able to do this for in 2026, I will be fulfilled. I will feel fulfilled anyway. So I will ask them what is their problem. If they tell me the problem is money, I will buy ticket for them. I will make sure that I have somebody that is in the airport that will receive them, take them to their family members, you unite them back with their family members. That is my project. If I'm able to do this, even if it's 3 persons in 1 year, I will be happy. I will be the most happiest person. I will feel fulfilled. So that is why I always introduce to you guys. Please do not forget the super chat. You can gift, support what I do, or support the project by gifting me super chat, super sticker, gift, whatsoever that you can do within your own capacity, and I will appreciate you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much. I see Jacob Best, United Service. Be good, bro. Never mind the suffering and smiling youth and their co-bred and butter travelers, children of politicians fighting truth. Exactly, brother. Exactly. Thank you very much. David Shikaru said, one next. I'm always here. I'm always here. I have videos. I have my long form videos on my channel. Please go and watch my videos. You will learn a lot from my videos. Watch my videos and you comment your opinion. Ask questions if you feel like to ask questions. I'm always there to answer your questions anytime, any day. You can say, who is there on the door? I'm ready to answer your questions anytime, any day. And as well, write your opinion in the comment section. I'm always here to answer you. Rugged Frankie said, David and Christy, your ages betray your common sense of reasoning. What do you know? Okay. What do you what do you two know of Pan-Africanism? Talk with fact, not with emotional bias. That's your opinion anyway. I cannot answer you anymore. I'm not gonna answer you. That's your opinion. That's how you feel. So it's okay. It's okay. So that is it, guys. Please, I'll be going off soon. I'll be going off soon. I'll be going off soon. I'll be saying bye bye to you guys. Do not forget, I come live every 8:30 p.m. 8:30 p.m. Gambia time and 9 a.m. Gambia time. Don't forget, I'm always here. And even if you don't see me on live stream, please go watch my long form videos. I drop videos that definitely will teach you a lot. You will learn a lot from them. So I appreciate every single person that is here with me. I appreciate your time that you spend with me. I appreciate your effort. I appreciate every single thing that you do to support our channel to make sure that we get to a wider audience. This is a channel that every single person need to follow. Every single person need to hear. Every single person need to, reckon on. Because first of all, we preach the gospel of truth. I stand for justice, fairness, and the equity. That is the most important thing. I stand for humanity. That's what I'm standing for. I'm not here to make you to like me or to make you to see me as a demigod or something. I'm here to serve you, to speak my truth. If you feel like what I'm doing is not right, you can as well open your own channel and do yours in your own way. We will still follow you and listen to you. So that's why we are here. So thank you very much, guys. You guys are super wonderful, super amazing. I can't take you guys for granted. I see Morphin calls from UK. Thank you very much for joining us here. God bless you. God bless you. Please, who else is there? Please comment where you're watching me from. Comment where you're watching from. Comment. Comment where you're watching from. And give me thumbs up. I have 100 and something people and I have only 19 likes. Give me likes. Tap, tap. Please. To show that you love what I'm doing. What I'm doing is right. Please give me some likes, please. Thank you very much for joining me here. God bless you guys. And don't forget the super chat is there. And don't forget the super sticker as well. Don't forget the gift. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you and thank you. God bless you. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Please, if you're joining me for the first time, subscribe to the channel, share the live stream so that other people can as well watch and learn. And don't forget to always put on your notification bell so that you'll be notified when I'm on live stream. Frankie, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for lending your voice. Thank you for speaking your truth, what you understand. Like I said, we are here to learn from each other. Okay, we're not here to saga anybody or to fight or to argue. We're here to understand. We disagree to agree. Sincerely speaking, that is why we are here. Thank you very much for joining us here. God bless you today. God bless you tomorrow, and God bless you forever. Thank you very much, David Shikaru. Don't get a fool at 40. You are no, don't worry. Please, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. See you guys in the next one. Please don't forget my long form videos are out there. Watch my videos. Give me thumbs up, and I'll come as well. Comment your opinion in the videos, and as well, don't forget. David's from Ibadan. This is my brother. This is my Nigerian brother. Anyway, thank you very much, my brother from Ibadan, David Shikaro. Always put on your notification button so that you'll be notified when I come on live stream. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I love you guys all. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Bye.